All right, coconut macaroons. This is really a simple recipe. It's 5 ingredients: shredded coconut, sweetened condensed milk, vanilla, egg whites, and sugar. That's it, simple, all right? So check this out. We've got our 4 eggs for the whites, a bowl to put the whites in, and a bowl to mix everything in. All right, so check this. Here is our panel of tools: our measuring spoons, our measurement for the sugar, our half-ounce scoop for the actual cookie, a rubber spat, and a male restaurant spoon. You always want to be well organized when you're baking, man. Get everything out, everything ready, everything in front of you. Okay, now as I build this recipe, I'm going to do my best to explain kind of what some of my mindset is, all right? All right, right here, I'm only adding 2 of the 3 bags to the wet part of the mixture. And there's a good reason for that. But first, you see I measure my 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Well, I'm gonna throw some more in. I like vanilla, and it's very good vanilla I'm using. All right, so now the sweetened condensed milk goes in. Easy enough so far, right? I mean, look, this is a very simple recipe, but huge results. All right, now check this out. I'm using fresh egg whites, and I recommend you do the same. But I'm also showing you very good pastry technique. I know you've seen people throw the egg yolk back and forth, back and forth. It's ridiculous. This is good technique. Crack it, flip it to one side, the other, use your fingertip to swipe the rest of the white off. There's a little filament that connects the egg white to the egg yolk, yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? And if someone sees you using this technique, I mean, someone who knows, you know, Belgian, French, Swiss pastry chef, they're going to know that someone taught you the right way to do it. All right, take these egg yolks, let's set them aside. We'll make them into a creme anglaise or pastry cream or zavillon or whatever later. All right, I'm going to add the second of my 1/4 cups of sugar to the mix. We're going to go ahead, throw these egg whites in here. And again, we don't have to whip them to soft peaks or stiff. I designed this recipe to be done from the back of a catering truck, basically, for film shoots or for music video shoots, whatever it is, something that we can do quick. You know, in those situations, you don't always have a lot of space to work in. I mean, rarely do you have space to work in, or mixers or whatever. You need something that you can bang out really quick. Get ready. And the same thing applies at home. You know, you've got some guests coming over, or maybe you just want to do something special for the person you love or the kids or whatever it is. This batch right here was made special for some clients here at SIR. Our clients are coming in for a big event that's going to last 2 days next week. And I just wanted to make certain they had something to greet them when they got here. They had a group meeting, and they were very happy with what they got. All right, so take a look at the dough right here. This dough, we've added the rest of the coconut into it. The final part of that bag. Now this part, we want to make it homogeneous, but not too much, right? I want some of those strands on top when it's baking to get that nice brown, crusty, almost burntness to it, right? All right, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna tray these up on a full sheet, but of course in our kitchen we have a beautiful full convection oven. You probably don't have that at home. So I would recommend though that you invest in some good restaurant quality half sheets, just like this pan here, just half the size. But more than that, I recommend that you go to a restaurant supply and purchase a box of half sheet papers. Don't buy that stuff that's in a roll. That stuff in a roll, it's like 3 times as thick. You never have enough of it, and it costs way too much money. All right, now check this out. The cookies, you really can't see, but if you look to the upper left-hand side of the screen, you can see me packing the macaroons into the half-ounce scoop. You really want to make certain that the cookies are well packed. If you don't, what ends up happening is all that nice egg white that we have inside of it ends up expanding and splitting the cookie in two. You definitely don't want that to happen. So as we get them on the tray, you can see that I'm touching almost each one with my hand. If any of them look loose, I want to make certain that they're tight, but I also want proper spacing on the tray. About 1.5 inches is good. They don't spread much if they're made right. All right, so check this out. This is our cooking line here at SIR. About ready to put the macaroons in the oven. Typically I go 14 minutes at 400 degrees. This convection oven, the air is on high, and now we're going to take a look at them. This is 7 minutes, okay? I'm showing you this for a reason, all right? Watch as we get closer in. I bet you're thinking, okay, they're ready to pull out, right? They look basically ready. Don't panic, okay? They brown quickly. Let them set. Let them go at least 12 minutes. If you pull these out now, the insides aren't really going to develop. All that egg white isn't going to cook and expand and give you all the flavor that you want out of this cookie. But they sure do look pretty in there, don't they? So let's go another 6 minutes or 4 minutes on these cookies and pull them out when they're done. Here we go. All right, now 4 minutes are up. Let's take a look at the oven. I left the sound going of my ovens so you get the real feel for what's going on here. But now look at the cookies. They look a little plumper, right? A little bit more brown, but they're not burnt. All right, these are ready to come out. Let's pull these out of the oven, and let's get ready to put some powdered sugar. Look at it. Bang! Look at this. These cookies are beautiful. They're cooked perfectly, every single one of them. This is a great cookie. Now look at the bottom here. All right, see this? See that crust? I didn't even use the spatula. Just pulled it off. Look at this one. Did I kill it or what? Look at how beautiful, how crusted. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get that other element. We're going to hit it with copious amounts of powdered sugar. Just put some powdered sugar in a strainer, clack the side of it with your knife, and till you've got these things generously covered. Whenever I talk about cooking, I always talk about layering flavors. This is one of those layers, guys. This is one of the layers. It's one of the elements. This cookie itself, you've got that nice sweetness to the lips from the powdered sugar. You've got a huge crunch, a creaminess on the inside. And if they're warm, if you're lucky enough to have eaten these when they're warm, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to hit them a little bit more. Then we're going to get ready to go ahead and plate these up. I'm going to give some to our visiting guests here at SIR, as well as take some around the corner to a studio that I've had the pleasure of working with in Manhattan that now has an incredible studio facility right here in Hollywood, right next to us at SIR. So to everyone who got a chance to eat these, and to those who didn't, I hope you guys enjoyed. And remember, there's food, and then there's love. This is definitely love.